Let's see. That work? Is it? Okay, there we go. Let's see what the delay is here. If I go over here, say. Okay, that is a really, really long. Wow, that's a long delay. It's like almost 30 seconds of delay. I don't know about that. Is any faster? Let's see if that makes it a little faster. Okay, that's not too bad. That's like a few seconds. Yeah, that's manageable. Okay, Twitch is working. YouTube's working. Cool. Got them running both places. Hmm. Center div. Let's see. Hey, it's not doing it at all. Okay. Okay. That should do it. All right. I think we're good to go now. So, what was the last thing I was doing? Oh, yeah. So, I figured out the issue with like pulling the projects from GitHub. So I got all that figured out and I actually deployed it to Vercel. So now this page loads super, super fast. It's doing the incremental static generation. So every 30 minutes, the data on this page will update, and then every time after that, it'll just be a cached page, so it can be near instant return. So we can kind of change gears a little bit. And actually, let me back on. There we go. Okay. let me know if the like how the volume is. I'm gonna adjust it. So what I'm thinking is the next thing that I want to do is take the blog page and start working on that. We go to the home page. Is it having problems finding this picture? Let's see. Aha. What did it not like? Because I basically linked it to my LinkedIn profile page. Yeah, which seems to have been blocked. Okay, it doesn't like the cross origin. I'll fix that at some point. I'm not too worried about that. But what I do want to start working on is storing these posts, because that's going to be the next thing that I want to start bringing over. So for that, we are going to use Prisma. And that's all I have set up for it right now. And I have planet scale over here, which is just what I'm going to use for my database because it's free and easy to kind of work with. So what's the next thing we're going to do? So yeah, let me get this like configured so that I don't leak the credentials here. And make sure that I can get to it. Host 3006. So let's see. npx Prisma DB push. Three 306. Okay, so now I've got that taken care of. So I can come back over here. Let's see what we can do. So I need to remember how Prisma works. So the main thing that I want to have are like posts, right? And I'm the only user, so I don't need like all of this other crap. So let me get a model for a post. And we're gonna have an ID, which is gonna be a string at ID at default CUID. So that will auto-generate some. Actually, do I want that? Because that's going to be difficult. Because so what I would want, right, is like I have my app /blog/ some like slug string. And that will bring me to the blog post. So I do want an ID, but I also want to be able to identify it by this like unique slug. Yeah, and I want to keep the ID because if I want to change the slug, I want that to be able to be swapped out. So I'll keep this, and then I'll add a like slug string. Isn't there yeah, there's a unique. Which I think also makes a index. index. Add a unique attribute to your models, uniquely identify. Email must be unique. Composite type. There's a way to do like indexes. Is that what that does? Composite or compound constraints using the at unique. Because I want them to be indexed on this as well. Okay, yeah, so unique should create a unique index. That should be fine. I think that's right. The fields map, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's how that works, and we'll just keep going. Double check all this stuff. We catch up that. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that this slug string unique creates the right index that I want. So then, what's the next thing? So yeah, ID slug, we'll do like title, is going to be a string. I want a few things. Like I want to know when it was created at. We'll use that. So it'll automatically create. So whenever I create a post, it'll do that. So I want to create it at. Do I need a published flag? Maybe. Because I think you can do like Prisma updated at can be like automatic. Yeah, updated at, okay. Annotated with the update at directive. Values are generated by Prisma 1 server at runtime. Are these like migration issues or like 1 to 2 issues? Yeah, upgrading schema compatibility, so that's fine. An updated at field. Some wrapper function. They have a thing for it, I know. Yeah, updated at. There we go. So we'll do an updated at as well. Just if I go back and I edit some text or update something, that it'll do that. So let me look this up. Planet Scale and Prisma is the stack that I want to use. Planet Scale. Create your own indexes. As an example of the situation you want to add an index, take the schema for all this stuff. So I'm not making relation. So relations, I have to remember to make my own index. So can I do Prisma index array field? We'll just try stuff and see like what schema it comes up with, and we'll kind of go from there. Because one of the drawbacks from using it's like a trade-off, I guess. So Prisma by default will try to make like all the database migrations and do all that for you. But when you're using Planet Scale, it doesn't do, like, it would rather you use its sort of branching schema topology. So instead of making a migration, you instead make a branch. Just force everything to there and then merge the schema when you're ready. So that does create some issues with that. So let's see. Do all this, because the other thing that I want to do is I want to do tags as an array of strings, which I don't know if it'll let me. Current connector does not support lists of primitive types. Okay. Prisma MySQL array of strings. Array or Planet Scale. Primitive array. Working with scalar lists or arrays. It's in it, like, I think it's only supported in Postgres. Yeah, since MySQL and SQLite don't natively support scalar lists. Yeah. Is there a way to do it? I thought there was a way to do it. Maybe there's not. If I can't do that, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff about, there's a way to do it. I could just do this. I could just make it its own table. It's not gonna be... Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Like, I guess that's fine. Like, name string. So like Prisma relations, I need. So I want it the other way around, right? So I want many to many. Right, so a tag can have many posts, a post can have many tags, great. And I just need to make sure that I actually create the right indexes. So I want to index my post on tags. Can only refer to scalar fields. Hold on. Index many to many relation. I'll figure that out. We might have to do the explicitly define the many-to-many, just because otherwise we can't run the right index. So this is like this, and then like Prisma text. No. Prisma text type. Index, enum, composite types. Isn't composite type? Yeah, composite types only work on MongoDB. Where can I just get like the name of the different, like I just want the different data types. Sources, generators, data model. There's a text, isn't there? There's a large string Prisma, large text. Schema reference, yeah, there's like a text. See, on MySQL it goes varchar 191. Now I can make it a @db text. So yeah, this is going to be content string @db dot text. So that'll make it a large string that I can store a bunch of arbitrary, like this is basically going to be markdown is my plan on how to store all this stuff. Like you go to some blog post right here and you see like the title and then a whole bunch of markdown. That should work. That should be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this up. Yeah, db push, so that I can see what this schema. Hold on. Prisma planet scale CLI. Should we be doing it like locally? Ah, I forgot the database name. Yeah. No, I didn't. Oh, does it need to be root at 127? Alright, fine. Fine. Huh? Why are you not working? Connect to this on main. Why does it say 3309? Whatever, 3306. Alright. Oh, I'm not on a branch. That'd be a good reason. Yeah, I should probably do that. Alright. Branch, create on my personal blog. This is blog schema. Connect personal blog schema. Branch is not ready yet. Okay. So we'll wait on that one then. You ready? Okay, it's pulling out all the things. So we'll give that a minute. In the meantime, let me tweak a few things, see if I can make this any better. By the way, one of the other things that I want to do for this is I set up a self-hosted like restreamer so that I can stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And the cool thing about it is that it also includes like essentially a self-hosted version of a streaming. So I can take this and send it to my own website. So I can like integrate this. So eventually that's something that I want to do, is have the ability to sort of turn on that. But we'll do that eventually. For now, I think we're all able to connect now. Yeah. Now I should be able to push it up to branch. There we go. So let's look at, there we go. So we have post tag, yeah. Unique key. So hold on, MySQL unique index. Create unique index. Okay, so that creates a unique index behind the scenes. Okay, so that one is indexed. So that one's fine. Right, that unique key thing. And it creates a unique key here. We'll see. Because I want to see... I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much, like, until it starts getting to be a problem, but definitely something I want to keep an eye on. Okay, so that's there, and I have an ID, the slug, the title, the content, created at, update at, and some tags. So I think that's fine. Right, that's all fine. So with that now, since I can do that, I'll start kind of playing with it and creating some like dummy content. Because I think right now, like on this branch, like there's nothing. Select from post. Yeah, there's nothing in post. So this, I can start setting up like my APIs and stuff, start working on it. So right now, I'm basically just going to insert stuff manually, and maybe we'll work on a blog editing page for me, but that also requires that I have like authentication, and I don't want to set that up yet. So for right now, I'm just going to set up that I can like push things into this like blog page and worry about the rest of it later. So we've got this schema, so we can start working on the different routes. So I'll make another one. This will be for /blog. And then page, right? So we got this. So since I may want to use this again, I'm going to move this function over to my lib so I can use it elsewhere. Export that. This type. Where's that come from? Take that. I need to import from lib. Perfect. I wonder what the difference is here. So now I can use that function elsewhere. And we're going to make another function here called like export async function get blog posts. Async, if I can remember how to spell. And then that's going to use Prisma. Now I gotta remember how Prisma works. It's like Prisma Svelte Kit. Svelte Kit. Let's set up Prisma. Yeah, got all that, got all that. Don't really want to do this right now. This is dummy data from the JSON. Yeah, I don't really want C data. That's not really what I'm interested in. Because it'll automatically seed, and I don't want it to do that. That's what I'm looking for. So I want Prisma.ts. Import Prisma client from there. Prisma equals new Prisma client, perfect. And export default Prisma. Not Primza. Now I can go into any of these things, right? So now I can say response equals wait Prisma dot post dot find many, and then I basically just want to do some basic offset stuff. So I want to include tags. To offset it, something like how does Prisma do cursors? That's an interesting question. Prisma cursors. So take 4 where this stuff, order by ID ascending, right? Which is definitely something I want to do. I don't think I want to go with cursor based, just because. Yeah, because I don't think I really want that. Like, it does scale a lot better, but it's much more headache. Especially the fact that it gives you this last scene one. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be that. Like, I can implement that. That's not too bad. So this cursor is going to be a string, which is going to be the ID of the last thing that you got, right? So this cursor, we can do this kind of ternary thing. Actually, no, because ternaries are going to be more annoying than they're worth. So I can say if cursor is like an empty string. How do I want to do this? I'm essentially wanting to build up this object, right? Maybe ternary is the better way to go to build this up. Because we have this, right? So I want this inserted if I have a cursor, I want to start moving this stuff around. That's always true. This is going to be if the cursor is equal to nothing. If there is no cursor, then this is going to be empty. If there is a value, then return ID is cursor. Yes. Why is it not like that? Okay, so I'm going to say it's undefined. I truly hate that, but I'll get over it. You want order by ID sending. How do you... Hold on. Prisma order by. How do you determine what it's going to sort by first and second and third? Okay. That makes sense. Hey, man. I'm basically just working on my personal site for hosting like blog posts and projects and getting some to basically have a place to show off all my work. And I'm trying to build it as a true, you know, scaling application. So storing posts in a database and not just static files, and just kind of an exercise for myself. I think. Yeah, pretty much. It's going to host a portfolio, some other stuff for myself. It'll host like this stream on there. Just as a continuous project for me. So yeah, so I want order by title first. Then by ID. Okay. Alright, and I want the same thing for skip. Right, where'd it go? Yeah, here we go. I want cursor, no cursor, 0, otherwise 1. Right, because then if I'm using a cursor, okay, that makes sense. Got all that. I need the page size that I want as well. So like page size. Take page size. Not whatever you just imported. Ah. Okay. So now I've got this data that I can work with. Yeah, I normally work on more back-end systems. I very rarely touch front end. I normally work with like Go and servers like that and stuff that an end user will never ever directly interact with. So this is all pretty new for me, but it's something that I want to have a good grasp on. So got this. So this response is okay. So it's an array of my objects. Got it. So I guess I just want to return response. Makes sense? I guess it makes sense. Yeah, and is there anything else that I really need to do? I guess I also need to find... I want a good way of getting both this and just the cursor out. Actually, I can do return. Do that. Return as an object. And then I can say cursor is going to be Is there a clever way for it? Or is it just going to be... Yeah, okay. Response sub length -1 dot ID. So now I can get all that data out. So if I go to start working on the actual blog part. Svelte and page.ts. So where's the local version? Here's the local version. I want to do something kind of similar here with this, where I'm doing the best place to start, I think, is I think you just have to kind of start finding projects. Like some of the easiest ones you can do are like chat rooms and WebSockets is always like a really good like start, because it's complex enough that you have to think about it, but not so complex that it's, you know, going to be really ridiculous. A lot of the stuff that I write has to do with just like data transformation. So it's you get an API request, transform some data, put it in a database. And actually writing CLIs I find also helps quite a bit. Like they're not the same, obviously, like web servers and CLIs are different, but just to be in the mindset of writing something where you don't really get to see a lot of the output. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a lot harder to kind of recommend to people to kind of get into, because like front end has that, like, you write something and then you get to see it, and back end doesn't really have an equivalent. Yeah, I think trying to find a project that you would normally write in like a full stack like Next, and just take that and try to make the back end in something else, whether it's in Go or Java or Python or whatever, or even if it's a dedicated Node.js server, just getting in the habit of like, I have this, here's in Next what I did on the back end, and just translate that into something else that's just standalone. I think that's probably the best way to start seeing like where the lines are from front end and back end, because I think that's also, if you've only used like full stack stuff, like Next or like a full stack, like everything there, I find it gets really blurry and hard to tell where like server and client change. So that'd be my recommendation, is take a project you've already done and try to see if you can break out that back end by itself. Yep, blog posts. Okay. So here's where this is going to be tricky. So I do like... query params? Yeah, of course. How did you get into doing front end stuff? I'm always curious to see like how people got into where they are, because it's always, I always find there's always like one weird thing that's like, and then I just kind of got stuck in it. So I want, yeah. H dot. Fair enough. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier, I'd say, to kind of get a job in front end, just because there's so much more well known. And you know, everyone on the internet does front end tutorials, and it's just it's really easy to get into. Yeah, good luck. I'm assuming that means you're at the, like, either junior or senior, kind of at the end. Yeah, good luck, man. It's it gets, I'll say, better after college. Alright, it gets more focused. We'll go with that. Is that it? Well, like the thing about it is like in college, it's you know it's a lot of work all the time, a lot of classes, blah blah blah. But I think the thing that I miss is that it didn't really matter, if that makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it's a school project, I can kind of screw around, do whatever. You know, there's not as much pressure on the like end result from what at least in my experience. Like, it was much more about like, oh, here's what you're doing to learn, here's all the lessons, and it's like, it's okay to mess up because this is the spot for it. And then you start doing like real projects and it's like, no, you gotta get the exact, like, you gotta meet everything, here's all the stuff, like, and then you never have enough time. Never have enough time to do what you actually want to do. Push params.get. I can say we'll do 10 and cursor. How that syntax works? There we go. Const cursor, pull my posts out, and I pretty much just want to return this. Okay. Now I've got a list of posts. And I want to shove all that into this svelte data. How did I do that? Script lang equals ts. What happened to my autocomplete? Alright, whatever. Okay, so now I have data, and I think, do I have I have like a post listing, there it is. So I should be able to just do like, basically copy this, just so that I can have something on. That might be a reason. As post, and take one of those post listings. And then what on earth did I have on this thing? Yeah, title. Post data. Okay, well that's not right. There's an unknown type. Okay. Let's just date is going to equal post dot created at date summary equals post dot. Let's do that for now. The last thing it's missing. All right, ID equals post.id. Okay. Hold on, assignment of. Oh, because I did that. Gonna catch up. Oh, that's why. It is literally... Okay. Oh, right. Because it's post dot... So I actually just want to return posts. There we go. That's right, because I returned that. So, like, so can I... SvelteKit set query parameters? I guess I don't need to do that until I start scrolling. But we'll do this for now. So. I got that. What did it cry about? Cannot read properties of undefined reading ID. Ah. Right. That's probably a good... There we go. Still gonna... What went wrong? Why is it having problems? Prisma client is unable to run in this browser environment or has been bundled from the browser running in unknown. Oh, does it have to be? That has to be on the server, doesn't it? Yeah, so this has to be a page.server.ts. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. So now that's there. So let me see if I can insert a random blog post in here. If I can remember how insert statements in SQL work. Sure. Insert into post. Do I want to do it that way? I don't. I'm trying to debate if. Let me see if I can do like Prisma seed. I'll write a little. I'll write a seed. Because I don't want to have to write those every time I want to work on something. So we can just do this. So in Prisma, write a seed.ts. Get my Prisma client. Make a new one. See, async function main. Const post 0. Prisma dot post dot upsert. Okay. Where slug equals test 0. Create. That's the things that I need. Right, slug. Actually, no, it should know. Title. Best blog post. Content. My cool blog post. Let's leave it at that. And if you don't, if it's already there, don't do anything. Can I do that? There's just something to do with like, there's something I need to do where it's, I don't even know how to describe it. Like I need to seed it with something. Like, oh, relations, that's what I wanted. Svelte, Prisma, seeding, relations. Create. Ah, there we go. Connect or create. Name. I don't know. Renetti's. Where. Does that work? I don't know what this does. I will deal with that one at a later date. Just gonna make a few these. Two. S2. S2. Test one. Test one. Okay. Here's my seed. How does this work? Some async arrow function. Async arrow function. Yeah. Catch the error. And then exit. All right, that should work. That's probably fine. I don't want to print out. So it's just that. Okay, so now I should be able to say Prisma DB seed. Let's see what I need to do. So I go in here and I do what? I could chase on. Prisma seed. Sure. Come on. What if I put this back? Will it work now? No. Why? Unknown file extension. What do you mean? Okay. I understand. But that still doesn't make any sense. TS node unknown file extension. What do you mean? Oh, I love config files. I love config files. Right, TS node dash ESM. Aha! Okay. That seems to have worked, which means on this there are 3 posts. Thank God. Holy shit. Okay. So now there are blog posts there that I can theoretically work with. Great. That works pretty well. So I need, first things first, I need to add a summary as like a string. And then this needs to be unique. So my seed.ts. Wait, prisma dot tag dot upsert where name equals Kubernetes. And update nothing. That should be unique. It's like npx prisma db push. Yeah. Added the require value. Okay. Isn't there a way to do it? Way to do a default, man. Default empty string. I can do like my amazing blog post. Just some random default value. Actually, can I make the default for make the default value of another field? Whether the new arbitrary SQL in blah blah blah. Okay, so that's never gonna happen. So I'll have to do that in code if I want that, but as far as the database is concerned, empty string. npx prisma db push. Yes. So now this works. So I have one for like Kubernetes. We'll do one for Home Lab and one for Golang. And we'll make all these lowercase so I can. Isn't there a thing for that? I feel like there's a thing for that where like it forces strings to lower. Prisma string field lowercase. Isn't there a way to do it in the model though? Like Prisma strings. String. There's some stuff for it, I thought. CockroachDB, blah blah blah. No? Attributes. Functions. What's DB generated? That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. But no, I cannot. So, damn. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess I can't. But now I should be able to do npx prisma db seed. Maybe. Hooray! So now I can select my tag. I've got my tags. Cool. So let me do this then. Tags. Connect cube tag home tag and go tag. So can I just say connect this thing? So what am I? Tag unchecked create nested many without. Bleh. That works. If I put it in an array, does it work? It does. Okay, so we'll do this one. And we'll put that in the update as well, just so that. And then this one will connect the cube and the home tag. And down here, we'll do the home tag and the go tag. That'll work. So now, run this one more time. I think there's a select from. Ah, that's right. It doesn't give me autocomplete. Is it over here already? Great. This one. I just want to see. Cool. That does what I want. So now, if I did something on like here, where I went into. What are you complaining about? Whatever. Howdy, man. How you doing? Let's see what we're doing here. You can complain all you want. Routes, blog, that one. So I just want under this, just like. You know what? Also, alive is probably the best I can say. Wow. It should be. Why is that data not there? That's rude. Yeah. Why it no there? Hold on. No tags, why? Why are the tags not there? That's... Ugh, okay. So, in my thing over here, right? Getting all this stuff. Include tags. So, why? Find, many, take, order, all this stuff. Order by all this. So there are tags in the response. TS hiss. Listen. Would you prefer just plain JavaScript? Actually, you know what TS gives me that I will put up with a lot of its bullshit? Is the fact that I can go in like, this is like run on the server, it gets some data and it passes it to the front end over server-side rendering, and then I can do post dot. And you know what? I'll take it. I mean, don't get me started on the... Yeah. JavaScript sucks. But at the very least, this is like a full stack thing. So it's at least a little better that I get some like niceties. So let's see, stringify and post. Cause like, I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Was it just cached? Yeah, I guess it was. Okay. Cool. I love magic caches. I love magic caches. Let's see. Oh, wait, but have you guys seen Bun? Do you guys know what Bun is? I mean, I sometimes disable caches, but since it's server side, because it's doing server side rendering, right? So I don't really know how to turn that one off as much. So it can just be a pain in my ass. Actually, Bun TS. Yeah. So you know how Node runs stuff? So there's Node, Deno, and Bun, and they can all run JavaScript. And it's supposed to be real fast. And the part that I always like to point out, did they write it in? Yeah, this one's written in this one used to be written in Rust. I think Deno also got maybe. I think Deno was brand new at the time. We might have used it. I probably threw like a hissy fit that we had to use something with types. As is my my MO now. Where did that C go? Yeah. I remember. It was aight. Summary. Let me just put this in here. Also, how is the latency? Because I got some crazy shit going on in the background that is, I think... Oh yeah, we got an A. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, how is the latency? Because I can actually show you. So, I wanted to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, and I wanted to self-host the thing that does that. So this is running on my data center, and it streams from OBS to the data center, and then from there it goes to Twitch and YouTube. It actually is better than before. When I first tried this, it was like 30 to 50 seconds of latency. So if it's only like 5 or 6, I'll take that as a win. And I'll see if I can make this a little bit faster. But yeah. It's gonna be one of my my challenges, because I want to have it be able to stream to like wherever, and I don't want to have to buy a cloud service for it. So that's my solution for now. Run this again. God damn it. Hold on. Let's see if I can edit it. Centers a div. Is it gonna actually update it? Alright, update it on Twitch. Did it update on YouTube? It did! Man, it's crazy when shit works. Alright. Now that's out of the way. The other thing, basically once I finish this, I have like a list of projects that I want to be like working on. One of the first ones is I want to write my own like universal chat. Because I have, let's see if I can pop it out. I have like the restream.io chat. So like if you're in YouTube chat or Twitch chat, I can see it. So I want to write my own version of this because my goal is to not have to use their services at all. And we'll see how that goes. Because I couldn't find like a good version of this open source. Unless someone else knows of one, but I couldn't find one. So yeah, that's going to be like the first project after I get this up and running. Let's see. Over here. Why doesn't it exist? It should exist. Did I not? It should exist, right? I did the thing. Post. There should be a summary. Yeah, there's a summary field. Will it just take a minute? Come on. Let's see. Summary does not exist on type. I don't know what that's about, but right, turn back on. There we go. Okay, now summary exists. You know what? That's a fair policy. I'll take it. Let's see. Gonna be nice to me now? Yeah, okay. Now that's there, and then I want to just make sure that I have the tags listed as like a list of things. Not tail scale, tailwind chips. God, that is so bright. Where's... Whatever. I'll deal with this for a minute. That's a lot. Okay. So then I guess I just want a... each... Yeah. Export let tags equal an array of strings. Take each tags. It's a tag. And then just take all this stuff. That here. That work? Maybe? Oh, I wrote it backwards. And then I need to add tags equals post dot tags. Actually, can't I? There's a way. There's a really neat thing in Svelte. Svelte spread object to component. Yeah, there we go. So I can just say take all of this crap and just do that. What is it missing? Oh, date. I'll just do created at why? Oh. I think I can do this, can't I? I can just say like ID string, name string. Alright. Yeah, now whenever I update stuff, I just make sure all the names are the same and we're Gucci. I reloaded the... Okay. Like P scale, yeah. There we go. Well, yeah, tag dot name. Okay, so now we can start working with this. Yeah, that's what I wanted to. So if I do more than like 2 or 3, yeah, it does that. Okay. So let's figure that one out, because that's gonna be a pain. Are none of these? Can I just do like? How do I like restrict? Constrain flexbox to parent width. Something like that. Tailwind flex. What the hell's happening? There's like a flex wrap? Aha! We found it. Yes? Hurrah! God, I love Tailwind so much. I never have to think about CSS. It's amazing. Okay. Well. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. So I think, right? Do this back, that's all fine, that's cool. So what happens, right, I also need to make this link different. It needs to be to slug instead. So this needs to be to slug or to 404. Cool. Great. So that's all set up. So now I got some data. Now I need to have something that can actually render a blog post. So let's go to our routes blog, and I think if I do like it's like svelte kit routing params, something like that. Yeah, I gotta make a folder. So I make a folder called slug, and inside of there is gonna be a page svelte. I actually want this to be somewhat statically rendered. So I can do page.server.ts, right? So I do that. What is... I'll figure that out later, but like I can do sort of this similar thing where I did over here. But instead of getting, you know, all the blog posts, I can make a new lib function for getting a blog post by its ID. Get blog post by ID. And ID is going to be a string. Or actually, it's going to be by slug, because that's what I'm going to have access to. So response prisma.post.find first, I guess. Where'mst slug equals, yeah, the slug that I passed in. Yeah, slug. And then bring that like with all of its stuff. So include tags. Okay, so now we have, I think that's it, right? That's just, yeah, that's just my data. So I can return like post is response. Actually, I'll just return response because that makes the most sense to me. Like I asked for the post, I get the post. That's just how we're gonna do it. So now back here, I want the router params. There we go. So in load, I can do params. So I want to wait get blog post by slug rams.slug, or is it subslug? Dot slug? Dot slug. Or undefined, right, okay. So then I want to say slug or 404. And that should give me a thing. Isn't there there's a svelte kit error 404? Expected error, yeah, okay, there we go. So I want if rams.slug is undefined, I guess. Throw error 404. Log post not found. So now I can just use the slug. Perfect. So I have this post data. If I go here, do the same like script thing, export let data, that should autocomplete all the things. So then I can do like JSON.stringify data, and hopefully that'll actually be something. If I click this, hey, there we go. Data. Okay, so now I can start kind of thinking of how I want to display blog posts. And that, I think that's going to be actually pretty straightforward. Like, I'll keep that there for debugging purposes, but like if I do div class equals text like 4xl data dot title, yeah. I don't know why it's giving me like not good data reference, but so what now? So I have that. We'll do another div underneath here with like dark accent text summary, and that's like my tagline, right? And then like tailwind spider. Yeah, I just want that. Sweet. HR. Okay, but I don't want that much margin. Right, and then I can do svelte render markdown. This is going to be the interesting part, because I want to store all my blog posts as markdown because that's the easiest way for me to interact with them. And then I want to be able to then render that as like rich text, right? So like svelte render markdown. a svelte or markdown renderer for svelte. Source renders, all this stuff. To create custom renderer for an element, you can create a svelte component with the default props, for example, and then import the component. Well, that's interesting. So I can create my own markdown element? Or no, I can override how it renders things. Right, so like if I do like markdown images. Right. Okay. I'll take it. How long is this? Is this actually maintained? August 29th? It's maintained enough. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Nope, I need a new terminal. So, okay, so now I have that. How does this work? I need to import svelte markdown from svelte markdown. Why is it giving me such issues with like... I don't know. I'll just use this as like the thing. So then if I do this and then I do svelte markdown data dot content. Okay. That's what I was expecting. Something, something, something. Expected frame. What? What is it talking about? Right, okay. What's the actual error here? Code unexpected token. But that's what it told me to do. Isn't it? Yeah, const source. Or is there another one that's like open and didn't get closed or something? Okay, well, that would have been a nice thing to understand, but okay, what now? Oh, I think because I installed a package, I gotta reload it. Cool. Isn't that like a Prisma? There's a Prisma data editor, isn't there? NPX, Prisma... Studio, that's what it is. Yeah, so I can see like all these posts. So I want to see like if it's actually rendering stuff, right? So I want to go over here. And like if I make this like single and save. Wonder if I try, like if I just copy their kind of start. See how it renders. Okay, so not very well. The markdown source to be parsed or an array of tokens to be rendered directly. Renders and options. Because it's not really doing what I want it to do. Right, like if I do this, it just renders as just like it's doing something, obviously. Oh! Oh, that's so annoying. It's because I'm using Tailwind. So it just screws up all of the normal, like, rendering stuff. So if I wanted to use it, I'd have to use, like, I'd have to basically override all this. Oh, that sucks. Does someone happen to already have a Tailwind version of this? Marked. Rose is a wrapper class that applies styles to all your markdown content. Okay, you can do that. Like if I do a div class equals rows. No. So that doesn't really work. Let me try marked. So that seems to do it a little bit better. Wait. Before I say that, I think marked is gonna end up, I don't know, because we'll see. We'll do a compare and contrast here. Where's the Tailwind config? Cannot find that one. Okay. Slash typography. And what else? What else do I need? And then I need, what, marked, right? While we're here, I'll do this. So I got this. Let's see if this does what I want it to do. Okay. That's not nothing. I don't know why it's suddenly a different color. But that did something. That at least is like respecting. Like it's respecting everything again. Text equals. It's so weird. Why is it not letting me override the... Hold on one sec. Alright. I gotta take care of something. So that's... I don't know why. Why can't I make it? So... Tailwind typography rose text color. Do I really have to? Okay. Choosing your grayscale, choosing your pros invert. Okay, so at least that gets there. Like I need to essentially like pass through my styles, I guess. Overriding max with undoing typography styles. Okay. custom colors. I like that'll work for now, just to like render something. And then I can deal with like tweaking everything later. Okay, so then I need a little thing there. So now we should be good. So now I can take a blog post, put it in there. Let's see if I can do, I want to try and import one of my other blog posts, so like Prisma Studio multi-line string. Let's see if I can like, because it's not really respecting new lines. I guess I can do it, use like a seed. Yeah, let's do that, hold on. Let me go grab one of my, it's like blog. No, there we go. So if I go and pull out my posts, let's pull out this one on Golang pointers. Raw. So I can now grab that, and we'll make that the content for one of these. Put one of these, there's a seed. So we'll take number 2 and replace the content with this. Maybe. Does that work? No. Okay. So maybe I don't do that. Can I just try and like slap it in here? It's probably gonna really not like that when it tries to render it. That's not the worst. So that's gonna be the other fun part, is dealing with, I gotta deal with images as well. So I think will have like reached out, right, over the network to try and get, yeah, all the different images. Yeah, assets, image, yeah, okay. So I can modify those links to be in the right spot. I mean, that works. And then just the last thing that I want is, yeah, top we have 4, and then the margin at the bottom should be like 12, just so that you can scroll all the way down, or padding at the 12. The bottom should be 12. There we go. Maybe in like 20. That's about right. Just that there's like a bit of space so you don't like get cut off at the bottom. That should work. So Okay. We've got that. Now I'm able to render all this stuff out. I've got a blog with all this. Let me add in the tags here. Into here. Like right here. Like right below this. I want to pull that same like tag list that I had. Data.tags. And then do a margin on the y-axis of 4. I think that works. I could do this just to make things a little bit easier. And then make this like a flex call gap 2. Yeah, just so that everything had like some good spacing on it. Okay. I'll deal with images eventually. So now this is all here. I'm happy with the data structure. So everything's now up on this branch in wherever it went, planet scale. Yeah, so let's go here. So this is fine, so we'll deploy this to main. And once that schema is deployed to main, we can launch the new app alongside it. I think like so yeah, so that'll create the 3 tables that I'm interested in. And pull everything in. While we're doing that, we'll get this. And the feature we built was writing the blog. Yeah, blog listing and post page. So we'll sync that, and then we should see in a moment that feature when it gets pushed up. Yeah, so it's getting built, and then eventually that'll get synced over to main. Oh shit, yeah. That is that that is gotta be weird because they would, yeah, because they'd be much like younger and like in such different characters. Cache dependencies leads to an outdated Prisma client because to fix this, make sure to run. Okay. Alright. Did that work? What? I think that did it. Right. Ha. Oh, it doesn't have the connection for the database, so one moment. Let me get that taken care of so I don't leak my credentials here. What's the env called? It's database URL. So I think can I force? So that's good now. So I wonder if I can do a force rebuild? Is that something I can do? Functions. Purge the data cache. Damn. Actually, we can probably just do something easy, like here, let's do this. If I go to LinkedIn and download my user profile and we add that, that'll be like the thing that we do, right? Why's it gotta be a GIF? Alright, we'll do that in a minute. So I want to see. What else? Because let me think of something else. Because basically, like, the next time I deploy it, it'll be fine. I'll just remove this front post listing. Go line founds. Let's add like the front pages are gonna get like the three most recent things, right? So let's get the blog server page because I essentially want the exact same thing. I just want a page size of 3. And this is always just going to be these should always be actually what I want this to be actually is created at sending. I think. We'll find out in a minute. But I basically want like the most recent posts, the three most recent posts is what I want. And then return posts. So then in my page.svelte, export let data. So now data looks like that. So now in here, and then each data as post, a post listing, data dot posts as that, yeah. So now we get the 3 most topmost, so we can play that as a feature. Added the most recent posts to homepage. And I want to do something similar with all this stuff. So that should build a new version, which will get deployed, and then hopefully that one will have all the right data in it. Let's see if I am correct. There we go. Yeah, so now this is here. Yeah, the blog is empty. Projects had a 500 error? Why? Huh? What happened? What? How did it magically break? Why do it break? Yeah, environment variable not found, whatever. These are the most recent ones, right? Yeah. Oops, something went wrong. What the hell's happening? What is that? So that's fine. Why is it saying that it failed? It can't be that. Because it updates in the background. So, like, I'm not even seeing where the error is coming from. Like, there's no error. Why is it calling a serverless function, though? .304, all this shit. Yeah, projects, all that stuff, the blog. Like, I can see it. I can see the page that's supposed to be there. And then it's just not. It gets this instead. Failed to resolve module specifier. Prisma client index browser. Huh? What on earth is that? So it has to do with the fact that, like, huh. Okay, so that's been going for a while. What the hell is going on? So in the Vite config, I need to do something? They said, like, if I do run preview. So I can build it locally and then run a preview. Does that cause projects? That causes projects to have problems. Okay. So we know it's there. Where'd it go? It went over here. So if I take this and add it to my Vite config, and add that into it, and then path from path. Let's see if all that random garbage works. Run build. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so bug fix, projects, page, bundle error, I guess. We'll push that up, we'll get that figured out. How old is this bug? At least a year. And then people are still having this as of like yesterday. Fun. But anyway. So once that finishes building, that'll all be up. Now we can see the blog, and projects is working as expected. That's still missing. Okay, so let's fix some of the more obvious bugs, like the fact that the profile picture isn't there. I'll go to LinkedIn, and download my profile picture. Then I can do a, what was it, like a GIF? JF, IF to, I guess, JPEG. Or do I need it to be in that format? I don't think I do. I think I can use just what they have. Yeah, I can't see it, but whatever. So I want to know Svelte kit static assets, maybe? Cool. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'll have to set this up at some point. Because if I want to reference images in... If I want to reference images in my Markdown, I'm gonna have to do this kind of pre-processing so that I can just reference it by this file and not have to do this, because I can't do that in markup. But I should be able to now, in my layout, go to here and say import profile pic from libs assets slash, what do I call it? Dot JFIF. So instead, we'll go down here and take this monstrosity. And do that. We'll see how that looks. Should look the same. Until it doesn't. Aight. Still not found? Great. So okay, so I gotta do JFIF to, we'll say PNG. Alright. Go away. Alright. Does that work? No. Why? So where do I put them? Can I just say this? Can I just say... Yeah, still can't find it. What if I do... Like, does that actually work? No, so I can't reference them that way. Svelte kit, static assets. Static slash images. Ah, okay. Do that work? There we go. Now we got something going. I think it'll be fine. So, a good question. Okay, so now I got all that. That's all good. So I can update this now to pull the static image. Bug fix, bundle profile pick, sync that up. So now that I've taken care of a lot of those, the next thing that I think I need to tackle is I need to have some way for me to upload markdown files as posts. And I think the easiest way for me to do that is to use the seed. Even though, like, I think I'm just gonna write like a quick thing. Actually, let's go for it. I'm gonna write myself a little admin portal. It'll be nice. So what I want to do, I need a handful of things, right? So I need it's like next auth or something like that. Auth.js maybe? Yeah, next auth. Because they have support for SvelteKit. Documentation 4. It's like next auth svelte. There we go, yeah. SvelteKit auth. And it is experimental, but I have played with it and it does work. So we're gonna try it. Because essentially all I need is just a portal that only I can log into that has like a list of posts where I can open up a text editor and mess with them. Or at the very least, like what I think I can get done tonight is I can have a portal that I can log into where I can have a markdown file that it will upload and like parse into the database correctly. That I think I can do. So first, let's add our stuff. I can't be bothered. Okay. So source hooks.server.ts. Import our stuff. I'll use GitHub because that's easy. Or to use SvelteKit platform environment variables like Cloudflare. I mean, I think this will just work. Don't forget the auth secret. Yep. So in this case, I'll just set a random auth secret. I'll make something real for the actual deployment. Cool. Public URL by the providers will use that. Okay. So let me do this real quick. GitHub B is going to be some string. GitHub secret is going to be some string. I think as soon as I do this, those become real. So that's fine. There is a way to do this with the provider or the backend being something. Yeah, the database adapters. Database adapters. Where is Prisma? Prisma, there we go. Okay. Now I can do the things. So now I can say adapter so I need to import the Prisma adapter adapter from there, and import that from lib, so we're using all the same stuff. Okay, so now my backend is Prisma, and then this is going to be the real fun part. This is where I need to go and make a new branch. Auth-init. Did it not delete the other one? Branches, yeah, that one can go. So that I have something to work on my branch. So this is that part, right? And I can say, take this bit.
It's raining down fire. I see the smoke in the distance. I feel scared and alone. Who's gonna rescue me?
With all this stuff. This is next auth. So let's, once this is done initializing, we can do that. And then we can kind of keep going with this. So the above checks for a session and the available, oh, it needs that to be set somewhere. Right. So source plus layout.server.ts. We do that. See if I can find it. Oh, it needs to be under routes, that's why. Try rebuilding with blah blah blah. There we go. Actually, is my database ready? Yeah, it is. So pscale connect to auth-init and npm run dev. Cool. Layout server load event. I'll just leave that. It'll be fine. So, we've got this now. Now what? Back to this. So now we have a session. So I should be able to go back to my home page and do a quick thing that says like actually no, first I have to do the migration first. Right. npx prisma db push. Great. Reload this. And then I basically want to take some of this stuff. So up in, let's do it in the navigation bit. Like in the layout. Like right here, we'll just do a quick if. If, how do they get that data again? Okay, if page.data.session / if, and let's have this go to like the admin portal. And import the page. Yeah, I don't have one. And then else. Yeah, okay. So there's that. So because I don't necessarily want to like advertise like, hey, you can sign, like I don't want users. Like this is my condition for now, just if you are logged in. So can I do like next auth disable sign up? What? Prevent new signups. Should not be able. Callbacks. Okay, cool. So I can go in and say like only these things work. On the first call, so I essentially only want like my emails to be able to log in. When a user's purchasing the VB, give you this callback. Won't have the email verified attributes that's required. You can look for the presence of any custom field that is not in your local schema, but not any other. So I'm just trying to find. Okay, so that seems to be a pretty straightforward one. So if we look at the schema that I have, a user huh. Because I'm using the GitHub provider, so I don't think that one actually has. Like, where is it? Like, I really don't think it has a verified field, so I don't think that would be a good one. I could have like a. For now, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something a little funky, so I'm just gonna say callbacks, sign in. I'm basically gonna say if it's not my email, you can't sign in. Account.provider. So if user.email is not equal to this email, or if count. Actually, no, that's pretty much it. So they can only sign in if their email is mine, which I'm the only one that can sign in, and I only have GitHub, so the only person that can sign in is my GitHub account. So that makes it kind of easy. Maybe at some point I'll add like the ability for other users, but right now there's no reason. It's just me. So I will do that. So if I want to do per path, I have all this stuff. X in the hook server. Right. Is there anything else that I need to set up? That seems like it's pretty much it. which I'm totally fine with, but I don't remember it being that easy. So, like, let's add a quick button here. Quick link that just, or a button, I should say. It's not going to have an href, it's going to have an on click. Import that from this. Right, because I don't have the right scopes in there. Okay, so let me go grab some keys and get that set up, and then we'll figure that out. The authorization. It is somewhere. There it is. Alright, so I'm not going to show you guys that, but I'm going to throw in the ID and the secret. There we go. And of course GitHub mobile auth doesn't want to work. Okay, so now those are created. Next thing we're gonna do, reload all this and try that again. Oh. Right. So I'm gonna have to change that for a minute. Needs to go to localhost for right now. Is it 5173? Okay. One more time. There we go. Cannot read properties of undefined reading email. What? Did I miss some? I definitely missed something. I definitely missed something, right? I have to have missed something. Managing the session per path. Notes, parameters. Alright. That worked. So yeah, there was a problem with me doing that. Assign in callback. What? I think I just need to do this. Just params. And just print those params. Because I need to see what is going on. I'll change this to be log out instead. Cool. Oh, you get a ton of shit. Profile, account, user. I guess it's not a new user, but still. So hold on. What are all the things that I can do against this? It's like it's auth, user, yeah, account and user. Just delete everything. Okay, so let's try this again. So I want to see what data comes through when a brand new user logs in. User is undefined, okay. So if I go to profile, profile.email has the information I want. Okay. Fine. I'll do either. So either. So it's going to be either. Or profile.email. Is equal to my email. That seems like it might work. So now only I should be able to log in and see that admin portal. Last thing. I'm just gonna get like a frame of an admin portal up. because I'm getting a little tired, so I'll get the authentication set up to where I can have a page that is locked behind it. It'll be fine. So let's create an admin. So how do I do protecting a... This is a per component. Right, so we'll do a plus page.server.ts. Import direct from at /kit. I'll deal with that later. An important bit is this. So event.locals.getSession. So if there's not a user, redirect to auth, and then if not session.user.email, do the same thing. Right, if it's not me, throw the redirect. And then load no data. So then I can say div class equals text for Excel. Welcome to my super secret admin page. Perfect. All right. So, I'm not going to push this yet. Actually, I'll make a branch for it real quick. For an admin portal. Basic auth structure. I'll make a branch. So I think that is going to do it for me tonight. It's a good 3 hours. I might stream again on like Friday because I want to try and find another time that's good because I want to try and stream 2 times a week. Like Wednesday's a pretty good day. I'm going to see if Friday is good. It may or may not be. But in any case, hey, thanks, man. In any case, thanks for hanging out and thanks for the people who followed. And I'll see you guys next time.